first, will you all introduce yourselves?
I'm Matthew Scott. I'm the Education Director for Broadway Dreams.
I'm Annette Tanner. I'm the Executive Director of Broadway Dreams.
I am Spencer Liff. I am one of the directors and choreographers that works with Broadway Dreams all the time.
As you can tell, we are currently talking to Broadway Dreams. And can you tell me a little bit about Broadway Dreams and the goal of why it was created?
We've been around for 13 years, and what we do is we provide access and opportunity and mentorship for the next generation of musical theatre talent, both within the United States. We have 10 partner cities, and around the world. So we're in 6 countries right now.
That's awesome. Matthew and Spencer, can you tell me about why you decided to join Broadway Dreams?
We tricked him.
Just lures you in. I don't teach very much. I still don't teach very much, but I had my first week with Broadway Dreams 7 years ago in Philadelphia. It's one of the biggest cities in the States that we do, and I was just enamored by the amount of talent, how professional all these young kids were, and I also loved the diversity in the room. I loved that in one rehearsal I had kids there that could barely afford to be there, that were on full scholarship, standing next to kids that literally flew there on their private jet. So it just like even playing field, and the mutual love was just being able to perform and do musical theater. And I loved how selfless everybody was that was involved, people like Annette, to see how much you could care about so many people, and I was hooked.
Yeah, similarly, my first year was in Philadelphia about 6 years ago, and I was immediately pulled in, not by the talent of the kids, but by the compassion and the humanity of the kids, and everyone working in the organization to raise everyone to their highest potential. And it's something that over time has only grown and gotten deeper as we continue into your 13th year now with the organization. There are 70 kids here today for Showcase Weekend from 6 countries. And it's remarkable to have them all under one roof. And so even in the snow and the sleet and all that, we kind of sludge out here. And the minute we get into these rooms, we feel so inspired by them and motivated by them. That's the thing that's kind of kept us going for all these years.
So you guys are currently in New York City for the showcase that you just talked about. Can you kind of explain to the viewers what this showcase is, as well as your week that is happening currently?
Yeah, well, it's a condensed week. It's not a full week. We start rehearsal today. Today is Friday. We will present these 70 students to a total array of industry heavy hitters, agents, casting directors, producers, publicists, everything you can think of. And we get an incredible amount of people that have learned that we have the talent, we have the goods. They come and see our showcase every year, which is the culmination of the best students that we've seen all year long. So each of our faculty members is allowed to nominate a few students, and from those nominations, we just whittle it down to what's still quite a large number, 70 kids. They all fly in from everywhere. They all arrive within, a day, and just hit the ground running, and we put on a full show in just a few days, fully teched, fully costumed, at a Broadway professional level in terms of talent. And it's very high stakes for us because our reputation is on the line as Broadway Dreams. Our reputation as professionals are on the line because we make personal calls to directors and producers and we say, listen, I've got talent. You need to see it. Come downtown to the Lower East Side on a Monday night and see our show. And if we don't deliver, they're not going to come back the next year. But we've raised the bar every single year with the showcase. It gets better and better. I have no doubt that this will be our best one yet.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is exciting.
It's exciting but stressful. So right now we're all stressed. We don't look stressed, do we?
No.
Haven't eaten it today. Haven't sat down.
No.
Yeah, actually we have not eaten today.
It's worth it.
So you mentioned that this was not a full week. Can you very quickly walk me through what your 8-day week is like at a Broadway Dreams intensive?
It starts with auditions, and that's where they go in front of our creative team, and we place them into sections that we're going to work with them on. And at the same time you're placed into sections that you're rehearsing, there are a slew of classes that you can take. So Matt can talk a little bit more about all of the classes that
the classes are created by our faculty, and we curate the classes based upon the talent level and the ability level of each city we go to. So we have the best of the best who can teach to a variety of levels. Obviously, we're trying to push people. So if you're in Spencer's dance class, you're an exceptional dancer. Like, that's just how that goes. But then there's classes available to people who are just learning how to dance, who have never taken a tap class. And so we really run the gamut of trying to expose people to their first experience in a dance class or an acting class or a singing class, and then there are more advanced
helping
levels.
with song selection and
Audition material.
professional auditioning.
How to get into
etiquette.
college.
How to get into college is a big one. We do a huge college prep program, and we help kids find their way to college, which is a really challenging thing to do these days. But we do health and nutrition classes. We do
I do boot camps. One of our more controversial classes, we have a class called Who Wants the Truth?
Yes.
Which is where you will get up and you will sing your song, and you will immediately get told by a panel of several different people. So often the opinions are varied, but we will tell you very point blank what you could do better, what we did and didn't like about your audition. And not everyone can handle that, but it is certainly it's a very popular class because we so rarely get the opportunity to perform and be told right there on the spot what we were doing wrong. Maybe it was a tiny little thing, maybe it was a big thing, maybe our song was completely wrong for us and we just didn't know. So that's one of our favorite classes to teach.
Yeah. It's fun. And auditioning, I mean, the thing is you can never really do more in terms of like auditioning and song selection. Like one of the things that's funny is most students, like they'll put their book together and they'll come in with the same book year after year after year.
Right.
And we're saying, that doesn't work. You have to, if you're a singer, you have to know songs. If you are not, I think Spencer actually told me, it's one thing that's always stuck with me, that if you are not willing to set everything else aside in your life, then you are probably not going to be successful in this business. So we're kind of helping you get to that point. So while it's hard and there's, I think, tough love, it's done out of love. And I think if you are someone that wants to do this and have a career in musical theatre, your best course of action is to attend Broadway Dreams. It will actually be the one thing, if you really want this, that you'll come back and say, that was the best decision I ever made.
There are many programs that do what we do, and 100% what sets us apart is not that you don't have a blast and you don't have a good time here, but this isn't for fun. You're in this program because you absolutely cannot think of anything else you want to do with your life, and you are 100% dedicated. We expect all of our kids to go on and become professionals. So it's not like a fun summer camp that you would do. There's a lot of programs out there for you if that's what you want. We want the driven, we want those kids that even at 10 years old are already knowing that this is the path for the rest of my life. I was a kid actor. I started at 7 years old. I was on Broadway at 10 years old. And I knew then that this is what I was going to do. So I know that it's possible for a young child to absolutely know that and have that in them. And that's what we're looking for here.
What do you hope students will take away from your teachings?
That's,
I mean, like confidence and knowing that being the best version of themselves is going to get them the farthest in life. You see so many kids that are trying to be something they're not, or be something that they think is popular. And it's always incredible when you know that you can tell a kid and see them realize, oh wow, the version of me that is the best is the one that's truest, and with all my flaws, I can put that out there, and that's the coolest lesson because it does cross over into real life.
Yeah.
It's not just about performing. Sure. It's about authenticity as being a person, and we learn from that as well. I learn from Annette every day about how to be a little bit better of a person, a little bit less selfish of a person. But I don't know what else we of course we teach them how to be good performers, but it's almost the easy thing to teach.
It is the easy thing to teach. This, for me, it's about humanity. It's about seeing a kid come back year after year and knowing that the time they spent away from you, they spent working or improving themselves in some way. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they were in dance class all day long. It might mean that they found something else to do with their time that made them more of who they are. They found their way into themselves. So it's the returning and seeing the improvement and the growth. And I just watched a video of somebody and I said, that's like a vast improvement from what I saw 4 months ago. So that's thrilling for us because
and here's
they
the
have
thing,
to
like,
evolve.
why, if you want to do this as a career, why wouldn't you want a team behind you? Why wouldn't you want to stand on the shoulders and be supported by those who are actually doing it and who really care about inspiring the next generation? And I know, because I feel like we truly have the most incredible faculty, that they are all here for the right reasons. And if you want to go and learn from people who are the best, but also who genuinely care about you being better, that's what we do.
And me being a Broadway dreamer myself, I can totally say all of that is true. So now I'm going to ask my final question. How do people sign up?
Online.
Everything's on the website.
Yeah, it's broadwaydreams.org. And the very next one is we have our first ever winter intensive, which is happening in Modesto in Northern California. And there's a special right now, which is $100 off. If you're a scholarship student, if you're someone that can't afford it, but you have the talent, we pride ourselves on being a not-for-profit, and we encourage you to fill out a scholarship application. We are about trying to help anyone who has the talent, regardless of their ability to pay for it.
How many of our kids are scholarship? What's the percentage?
45 to 55.
40, yeah, it's about anywhere. It ranges each last year and the year before between 43 and 55%. So a lot. And so we are then in New Zealand next, and then we kick off our summer season, which happens at the end of May through the end of August. We finalize our year next year, which I don't know if this is like an announcement, but we are doing Germany, August the 24th to 30th again. Is going to be our final city for next summer.
And you can come anywhere you want. There's a Broadway Dreams near you summer. We do Los Angeles, we do Philly, we do Charlotte, we do Atlanta. We do
10 cities in
Aspen,
the US.
Los Angeles. Oh.
But there's
Houston. We're doing Houston next year.
Houston.
There's no reason that you can't get to
Calgary.
us somewhere.
Yes.
So come and see us, and come see us from multiple cities. We have a ton of kids
Yeah,
that do multiple
a lot of kids who go multiple cities.
Awesome. Well, thank you for talking with me.
Thanks, Claire.
You can follow Broadway Dreams around at My Broadway Dreams. Is that correct? Yes. On the social medias, and you can follow Annette Tanner as well. You post a lot about Broadway Dreams.
Mostly pictures of me. That's true.
Yes. Well, awesome. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys this coming summer. Yeah. All right. Bye.